Well, Mary, Debbie O'Connor and her son Brian, who's autistic, were staying in a tent in this wooded area behind me near Alderwood Mall back on November 19th when suddenly a tree fell onto their tent, instantly killing Debbie and forcing Brian to go search for help on his own.
It's amazing. It's a miracle. And he's a strong young man.
Brian O'Connor's family is amazed at how he survived after a tree fell onto the tent he and his mother were staying in the night of November 19th, when windy conditions from a bomb cyclone blew through the region.
In the middle of the night, he heard branches cracking and sat up, and that's when the tree fell. So we don't really know how he survived.
Despite the tree crushing Brian's spine, he survived. But his mother, Debbie O'Connor, was immediately killed.
He only could see her hand from underneath the tree. And so, yeah, she was crushed immediately.
Family members tell KOMO Brian is autistic and has been homeless, living with his mother, who was schizophrenic and had mental health issues for years. But that night, he managed to get to safety and get help.
So he was able to cut himself out of the tent and then walk to the road and flag down help. And then he collapsed. When paramedics got there, he was actually able to take them back to the scene. So it's kind of miraculous that he could walk, you know, with this crushed spine.
The family says Brian had to have 2 spinal surgeries to place rods in his spine, but was not paralyzed and is able to walk. Brian is now temporarily living with a relative. But his family says with their limited resources, they hope someone in the community can help connect Brian to appropriate housing and resources to meet his needs.
In some ways, this tree falling on him is saving his life from homelessness, hopefully, you know, and so he has that glimmer of hope and does want to get help and does want a job and a place to live.
And Brian's family says he will likely need physical therapy to help him get back on his feet, but they're hopeful that he can get a fresh start after all this. Reporting live in Lynnwood, Lynn Wynn, KOMO News.